Welcome back to beating Elden Ring with all 402 weapons, and today's weapon is another Twitch channel point redeem, and the chosen weapon was Greatsword of Radahn Lord. Greatsword of Radahn Lord is my 14th colossal sword out of 16 in this series. It's one of the 3 reward options from Consort Radahn's Remembrance. It has a unique weapon skill Promised Consort, which is a slow 3-part skill. The melee swings deal split physical and magic damage, but the light pillars are pure holy damage. The weapon itself also has split physical and magic damage, but no holy damage at all. It's a paired weapon, non-infusible, and scales with strength, dex, and int. This run will be obviously done in New Game Plus, and I chose my Smith script spear save file for the prep, which was one of the recent ones in the challenge. First off, we traded the Remembrance for the weapon, and then bought the Young Lion armor set for a full Consort Radahn cosplay. I merged Alex to keep Variochar for New Game Plus, with the idea of changing to Shard of Alexander later. Then we respect, and it was actually rather difficult, since we wanted to get Vig, Mind, Endurance, Strength, Dex, and Int, so truly a stat-hungry build. Finally, I discarded everything in my inventory as always before my New Game Plus runs, and then we were ready to start the actual run. For new viewers, here are the rules of the challenge. But now, sit back and enjoy the show. Oh yeah, we are heavy rolling, that doesn't come as a surprise, we don't have Godrick's Great Rune yet. That's gonna fix it for now. And yeah, fast setup today. Still gotta do a bunch of setup here, but that's fine. We obviously upgrade, grab Dectus, and grab those physic tiers that we wanna use. Also setup Kinect. Well, I do hope the Ashafar is strong. It looks cool, it's super slow, and this is literally one of the last weapons you can get in the game, basically. So you would expect it to be good. The other version was a slight disappointment, but it wasn't bad, actually. It was just meh. We go to Leonia now. Also with up topes. And yeah, this will be the last Radahn weapon, combining both Star Scourge and Consort Radahn. Time to go +4. Noish. Let's go get the magic tier. That's the first thing, I guess. Okay, again, yeah, I gotta stop doing this. Start leveling equally Dex and Int. With Int tier, I'm now going to level Dex. Trying to build up stance damage to be able to actually use the weapon skill, but then this happens, of course. Classic. Just get great with this guy, because yeah, it's not going to work. It's gonna send me flying. Doesn't really work here. And the damage at the moment is kinda ass, I have to say, for how slow that is. It's gonna get better, I guess. It's gonna get better. Yeah, keep leveling Dex. Int and magic tiers. Maybe I can use the full thing here against Margit. Yes. But I also dealt like almost no damage. And got my ass kicked. What the hell? Yeah, I know this is New Game Plus, but still, oh my god. This is also +4. That's like no damage for how slow it is. My god.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Not all bosses are resistant to holy, that's a lie. Plus, this weapon doesn't even deal that much holy damage. It's a cool weapon skill, but boy, it looks ass at the moment. All Godrick's Great Rune will be massive, so gotta get through Godrick here first, and then maybe this will get a little bit better. Also after that we can get +6, and the scaling of the new game plus bosses isn't as harsh anymore. Let's get Winged Sword now. I don't know if multi-hits are going to fix or save this weapon, but should be at least mildly helpful. Okay, maybe this weapon skill works against this fool. Should be half decent against anything that gets stunned by it. Oh, even the last part actually just sends them flying too. That's nice. But the damage is still shite. Damage is still absolutely shite. Alright, well. Winged Sword as the next talisman and Godrick. Not even a stagger. Is it also whiffing a little bit? Oh, what the hell? Like, is the damage clearly that shit? I guess it just is. Nice riposte. Wow. I'm shocked how low the damage is. Can't even see what's happening, really. I guess this is true Consort cosplay, since there's a visibility debuff as well. It's quite stamina heavy too. Jesus. It's gonna be interesting in the DLC. I don't know if I can use the weapon skill at all in the... maybe just the first part. And that will deal like 200 damage. What is this thing? Why is it so bad? I mean, I know that's Midgame plus Margit and Godrick, but... well, let's just see the damage against Radahn. Yep, my voice is gone again. Also, watch this. Damn. Difficult game for adults. Do we have a stone sword keys? Yes. Time to go to Aldous and get +6. Seems like a PvP weapon. And yeah, maybe, but I don't even know if this is good in PvP. The hyper armor lets you trade super easily and the damage is really great. Okay. Oh, I'll take your word for it. Interesting that the damage is actually good in PvP when it's this awful in PvE. And like, recently I've used a lot of zombie weapons in New Game Plus. And I've started with +4, like I always do. And the damage has been so much better with those weapons, so it's not just the fact that I'm using +4 in New Game Plus in the beginning and just one talisman. I'm of course comparing this to other weapons. And I always use the same rules. Like jump attacks, for example, are probably okay. Kinda hard to go wrong with those. If this is okay against Radahn, then we still have hope. Then we still have some hope, at least. There's +6. Time to meet my older version. Is that how it works? Please at least start with the right attack, thank you. Look at that. That was kind of beautiful, but 200 and... yeah. 200 and 300 damage for just that. I mean, for all of that. Well, I'm stagger. Allowed me to get one cycle. I guess I should be happy about that. Surprising one cycle, I gotta say. Extremely well-timed stagger. Well, I don't know. I still don't know how to feel about this. Oh. That was one cycle. That is impressive, I guess, but... I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll grab Ritsu's sword and then we'll get medicine prosthesis before DDS. Also, I feel like maybe they've a surprise whiffing a little bit sometimes. I don't know what's going on, but like sometimes the damage is... Or it feels like sometimes the damage is better than other times. I don't know, man. I might be just tripping. I do wish I was Gilliga's promised consort. There's my beloved Ritsu sword. At least I have 3 hits here in the beginning. How was that only 1.8 again? Maybe we can actually kill the summons with this thing. Let's try trading. Dangerous, but worked out, sort of. Oh, not anymore. Oh, there goes Deadless. No. Ah. Both would have probably finished him. Die. Okay, that was actually quite satisfying. It's so slow. I think that's the biggest problem. Well, I guess the damage is also a problem, but it feels like the swings are slow motion. So weird. Especially the second part, maybe. That needs to be sped up. Wow, it took the full skill to actually kill one zombie. Well, power stance jump attack build would be probably much better than what I'm doing. I'm going to be using the skill because it's the unique part of it. I'll try to make it work. But jump attacks are my backup plan, yes. That being said, even with power stance jump attack build, probably white many colossal swords would be better option for that than this one. I'm actually just going to craft some sleep pots for this. It's the only way to actually make the skill viable here, I believe. Like, how is it? How is it even this bad? Surprised I hit to get the stagger. Unbelievable. Now just keep leveling both decks and int, I guess. Well, first NPC test. Well, at least she wasn't able to move. Or just didn't move. Not sure which one it was. Let's switch to medicine prosthesis. Alright, how about DDS? Absolute dog shit. Who could have guessed? Come on, give me that stagger. I need that, otherwise I'm going to die. This really isn't worth it. Not in the slightest. I shouldn't be using the weapon skill bomb. Shit. I was late with that. Figured that might be my only option. Maybe I should have healed actually. Jump attacks would be the way to go, yes, but it's also just boring to only spam jump attacks. Please get that stagger. No. No, no, no. Unbelievable, yeah. If DDS caused this much troubles, it's not looking good for the end game and DLC especially. Later on we'll have to just change the strat. Maybe I can finish the bosses with weapon skill, but that's about it. I don't remember when was the last time I struggled against DDS with a melee weapon. This weapon skill is definitely not working against Goldfrey, I guess. Also, maybe I just have to change the strat already and try to build some poise damage first. Get a stance break or get close to a stance break before I use the weapon skill. I don't even usually like using colossal weapons here. Has to be now, I think. Well, yeah, I can't just trade with this guy anyways, because his hits are too heavy. Where's my stagger? No, it's not happening. Wow, the skill is bad. Just trying to build up enough stance damage to get the stagger with the weapon skill. But that didn't work out. Once again, where the fuck is my stagger? Did you mention something that the weapon, this weapon and its jump attacks deal less stance damage than other colossal swords? I remember seeing something like that in chat, but I was busy at the moment. Or at that moment when I read that. It sure seems like it. Because where the fuck was my stagger? All its attacks do less poise damage. Why the fuck is that a thing? That makes it even harder to use the weapon skill because I can't get fucking staggers as you can see. 5 plus... oh my fuck. Light attacks only do 5 plus 5. Wow. Just wow. Jump attacks 10 plus 10. Well, no wonder I didn't get any staggers against Goldfrey. Unbelievable stuff. Well, they can use Ritual Sword here because it's Morgott. Fantastic. No stance break. Just second phase trigger. Somehow I survived at least. I should have leveled the Vig actually. Like 60 immediately.
Shall not be forgiven.
Yeah. I was hoping to kill him before that happens, but of course I didn't. Look at how much the light blast deal damage. Fantastic. 15 damage there, for example. Jesus, what a weapon. What a weapon. To the mountain tops we go. And +9, and we are not getting 20 tier. I just want to finish with this weapon, nothing extra. 20 tier wouldn't save this weapon, definitely wouldn't. How did I still get 1 cycle Radahn? That was so weird. Alright, +9. Surely now the weapon will be amazing. Well, actually, Fire Chant is slow, so maybe I can actually use the weapon skill a lot here. I can even keep Ritsu Sword. Let's see. And I'm going to whip. Ah, actually, that's it. Surprised that was enough reach to hit. But not enough damage to make me satisfied. Bro. Can we not? The jump attack deals so much more damage, it's crazy. Ui. Wow, I was actually able to use the full skill. Even without getting hit. Insane. You gotta be kidding me, that hits. Wow. Oh, of course it does. Why would anything go my way today with this weapon? I don't know, this weapon just pisses me off, man. It pisses me off. I don't understand why they made it like this. There's only very few weapons that actually manage to piss me off. This is one of them. Well, now what? Sleep bots. Godskin Duo. I will probably wake Apostle with the light blars. Oh well, whatever. That's at least something. I mean, I guess that's slash damage. Well, actually, it doesn't. At least the in-game description says standard. But the damage was okay against Noble. Actually surprisingly good. Or surprisingly decent. Well, nice. I guess. We can get Shard of Alexandria. Whoa, that will be so helpful. I was actually able to hit with all the light beams, like they all connected. Seemed a bit better though. I think it was the arena somehow.
Then let us begin.
Let us begin. Oh my god, the weapons will work here. Wow. I think it's time to get Claw Talisman. Grabbing this talisman in case, but which weapon would I personally put as strongest? Bloodfiend's Arm. I don't even know if there's any debate. I think that's the strongest weapon in the game. I wouldn't pull this thing out even for Radahn or Godskin Duo. Yes, those fights were okay, but there's still so many other options I would choose over this one. I wouldn't touch this weapon if I was any one of you guys. That's plus 10. I guess I should start leveling Vig. It's getting quite important at this point. Time for melee. Going to try to use the weapon skill in the second phase. Maybe in the first phase if I get a perfect opportunity. Yes, it could be traded in the, but I don't want to trade with melee. Certainly is one of the weapons in the game. It's getting harder and harder to find any reason to use the weapon skill. Not even for memes. I mean, yeah, if you actually not use the skill at all, the weapon can be okay. It's just power stance, jump attacks are broken. But we can use the skill against Gideon. One of the rare opportunities to actually make the skill work.
To become Elden None shall take the throne.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice. NPCs don't know what to do when you plot the skill. At least there's that. Back to Claw against Godfrey, I think. I honestly shouldn't even use the shard at all, but I'll keep it. How long will we do this? Yeah. Can't even trade really here because he'll knock me out of the skill. Oh yes, of course I get the bling as well, why wouldn't I? Maybe one weapon skill. Nope. Yeah. He definitely won't give me any chance to use the weapon skill. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Okay. Well, Elden Beast might be slow. Like, enough slow for me to actually use the weapon skill. Radagon not so much, but we can just melt him with jump attacks. Yep, can't trade with that. Doesn't come as a surprise. Huge. Absolutely huge. God damn it. Also, quite often I just don't have stamina to use the full skill anyways. Even if I had the time. I have to go for the finisher. Boom. I'm surprised I actually finished him with those light pillars. What a weapon, and most importantly, what a weapon skill. But we have to beat the DLC too. It is a pretty fight, yes. I agree, Jaromir. To Mohg and the DLC. Style point matters, I agree, but I don't even know if these are that stylish. I can name 100 more stylish weapons in the game. Probably. Once again, it does work against NPCs quite beautifully, so that's nice. It isn't even super good against groups of people. Mohg. Do we have the shackle? No. I should get it so I can use the weapon skill, I guess. I mean, actually, surprisingly okay when I was able to use the full skill. And it hit pretty well here too. Ah. Okay. Surprisingly okay against Mohg. I don't even know if Rellana is worth it. I guess I'm gonna go through her because it's so much more fun to go through Castellensis than go around. Definitely Claw against Rellana instead of Rich's Sword. Well, I can try some trading with the weapon skills, so keep short the... You know what, even try Dragon Crest instead of Claw. Try to trade with weapon skill in the beginning, see how that goes. Probably not well, but... Can't blame me for not trying. Yeah, she almost killed me and I was able to deal 6k damage. 6k sounds a lot, but how long it takes to deal that much really isn't. Now. Ah, no stamina, I can't dodge that, yeah. Those trades are not really worth it. Yeah. What a dog shit. What a dog shit weapon. I tried to use the weapon skill against Rellana, but I'm just not going to even bother against Messmer. Messmer, Gaius, Romina or Consort. I can try to finish with it, but just not going to spam it anymore. There's no point. Here's an idea how to fix this weapon. Just leave it out of the game completely. We already have one version of Promised Consort Radahn weapon. We didn't need two weapons anyways. Just remove this completely. Give us one consort weapon, like one of these swords, and make two different skills for that sword. Kind of like Sona, for example, has two different skills. The skill could be excused to be this bad if there was another version that would be good against bosses, and then this would be the PvP/NPC skill, you know? But as a solo weapon, this is just a pointless weapon. I'm mildly hopeful that this will be good against the Fire Knights. That was good, but of course I still got hit quite badly.
Nature of your kind will always show itself. Give it time. Interfere not with my business.
It's also, it's full stamina bar, so after you're done with using the weapon skill, you're exhausted. Time to fight Messmer. Just stop the urge of using the weapon skill. It's not gonna work. Maybe if I get a stagger I can try, or maybe in the second phase. But it really isn't smart. Nice. Hey. Stance break during the phase changes. That damage is actually pretty good. I mean, this was okay here. But I didn't really use the weapon skill, so I guess that was the key. It's funny, the weapon skill just pisses me off so much that it's impossible for me to still like this weapon, even if I completely see it as a melee weapon. The weapon skill is just so trash. Actually, for once, there's no reason to use this weapon. With most of the weapons I can think of some reason, but there really isn't any reason to use this one. Yeah, if you wanna beat the game with all weapons, then there's your reason why to use this weapon. Alright, how about Gaius? What? No. I guess I was early. Oh, what a stagger though. That was extremely lucky. Also, the weapon skill actually deals good damage here, I gotta say. The Holy Pillars were, for once, actually pretty good. Which is not a surprise since Gaius is so weak to hold him. But once again I needed that stagger and I needed that phase transition move to actually use the skill. Max plussing. And time for Romina. She has less poise, so maybe we can get a stagger and use the weapon skill. Look at that. Actually used the full skill and it was pretty good damage. And I didn't get hit. Once again, stance break before was... Well, not even before. Stance break during the weapon skill was required, but... Nice. Surprisingly okay. Romina usually sucks. She didn't suck as bad today. Bad feet. Damn. No feet. Well, Leda should get melted by the skill, hopefully.
Don't you dare approach me.
Don't you dare.
Needle Knight Leda.
Nice, heal skip is amazing. This is a monster against the NPCs, yes. Oh. I mean, yeah, it's still not the best or anything. I can name multiple better weapons against NPC or better strats, but still good.
Make the world.
Most likely I won't be able to finish before the end of the year, Jaromir. I'll get quite close, but even if I completed the weapon every other day now, I still wouldn't be able to finish before the end of the year. I don't think it's happening, but early next year, most likely. Well, now Consort. I'll try to finish with the weapon skill, and maybe if I get a stagger, and maybe also before the meteorite attack, I can try to time it right with the weapon skill. Would be peak if I could also time a stagger there, but that can be difficult. Hey, it's me. Mimic Tier, the final boss. With normal Consort Souls, I probably would have gotten a stagger by now, but not with these ones, no. I'm maybe getting hit by this. The rolling attack whips so often. Oh hey, I know that move. No. Just trying to build poise damage with charge heavies and then use the weapon skill. But too late. Meteorite already. Nah. Nice. Classic. That move is so awkward if we are close to the wall because it's hard to run away from it anymore. It does deal half decent damage now. Against Consort at least. There we go. Peak finisher at least. Nice. Well, sub 4 hours at least. F this weapon. We are done. That was a weird weapon. Time to rate it. Damn it, I have another problem with the tier list. Why do all tier lists break? This is a third one already. It says 100% here, but it's not actually working. And when I'm trying to add it, it just says failed to upload. I'll try to fix that later. I would have said quite low. The weapon skill is just so pointless. That made me hate this weapon. As I said, it actually just pissed me off. If you don't use the weapon skill at all, it's a decent weapon, I guess, yeah. But this is about how much fun I had with the weapon, and I can't have fun with a weapon with that pointless weapon skill, and just overall such a pointless one. And the cherry on top was the low poise damage with almost all attacks. Unbelievable. Actually probably D- along these other pointless melee weapons like Butchering Knife, Inquisitor's Durandal, Crystal Knife. I would even put it like right above Ivory Sickle. That's how much this weapon pissed me off. Never thought a colossal weapon could do that, but it's possible, it looks like.